Monday to everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's wait for notification. Make sure that we are officially live in YouTube, officially live on Facebook. That way we get to work with you guys. And more theme
Work.
park news.
We're live somewhere.
So, well, I haven't got no notification
I
on
mean, I didn't get a notification.
YouTube yet. There you go. I got it on YouTube. All right, we live. We're live in YouTube now. Let me do something really quick. Something that I have to do.
You have to do.
Yeah, I have to. What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day.
Happy Monday.
Lot to celebrate. Lot to celebrate this week. All of that's Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Um,
Happy early Valentine's Day.
You know what? Super Nintendo World is opening on Friday officially. So you know what? What a better way to come, to celebrate that aspect. I just gotta do something on my settings over here really quick, guys. I pretty much hope everybody's having a good week today. Caro, how are you? Hola.
Hola, hola.
Today we're just gonna concentrate in a lot of the news going on, but mostly Super Nintendo World, just to celebrate that, answer more questions, and of course, Tron. Tron is like the subject that everybody wants to know about. Rightfully so.
Right.
So I'm here to basically answer.
I haven't wrote it.
Any question that we can help you with. I just gotta do a couple of things over here really quick, and I promise you we'll be moving along. But anyway, Super Nintendo World is opening on Friday.
Friday.
There's a lot of speculation going on with Super Nintendo World. Even some possibly announcements. So can you imagine what else they could possibly announce?
Right.
So there's a lot of excitement going on. Rightfully so. Then there's gonna be media, if I'm not mistaken. Media is gonna happen on Thursday and Friday this week.
For Super Nintendo?
For Super Nintendo World. So, I wish we would have been invited to something like that, but I understand.
It's okay.
It is okay, but not necessarily have to be dealing with us either. It could be media for YouTube. That's what I mean. It could be like media over the world,
news and stuff like that.
News, exactly. Radio station. At this point, what we have to understand is that it is a big thing all around the world. I mean, people are extremely hyped about Super Nintendo World. David, how are you, my friend? Glad to see you. So there's a lot of things going on in terms of the attention. I mean, to the point that they even had a commercial on Super Bowl yesterday. So
I mean, smart thing to do since they're opening.
Hello, and not only that, the movie.
All right. Yeah.
So there's
when's the movie come
out? April, I think.
Oh. Well, yeah, they gotta start doing the propaganda for it.
Yeah, so I'm not very familiarized with that movie per se. If any of you know where the movie's coming out, just leave it on the comments. I have no idea. I'm even behind. We were working last night, so we couldn't even watch the Super Bowl.
Oh.
We couldn't even watch the commercials, so I'm a little bit behind.
We're behind
in terms of catching up with the movies and stuff like that. But anyway, very quick. So what we're gonna do is that we are gonna be talking about some of the news shared by Universal. So Universal actually released a tweet sometime back in February 10th, Karen. Look at this. It says February 15. So that's on Wednesday at 8 p.m. It's Pacific time, so it will be 11 o'clock for us here in Eastern time. And it says Super Nintendo World Grand Opening Celebration.
At 8 p.m.
at 8 p.m. That's basically where that's kind of like the media.
Yeah.
There's been speculation that there are gonna be more news release. It could be more menu items. It could be the plans over here for Epic Universe.
Well, maybe they have more of the Bowser stuff. Like
they may
merchandise.
expand in Hollywood. I don't know. So, Karen, you always have the best shirt.
Thank you.
So, basically, we all have to be paying attention to see what's gonna happen on Super Nintendo on Wednesday. That's the tweet that went out as of February 10th, and Universal continues to hint about that.
Yeah.
The other thing that they did that we talked about a few weeks ago is the early park admission for Super Nintendo World, right? so the early park admission pretty much at that point, we talk about the $20, $25. Well, guess what? A lot of people they took it by heart. They actually, let me see if I can pull that up really quick.
I would do it.
A lot of people say, you know what? That's a smart idea. Why wouldn't we do it? And the last time I checked, I think the first few weeks is sold out already.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So let me see, Universal Hollywood. Let me see, early access, early entry. Let's see what it says. I'll show it to you guys. No, I pulled the Orlando one.
Way to go.
Let me see if I could pull that website. But as far as I know, let me see. As far as I know, the first few weeks is already sold out. And I'm trying to get there because.
How do you even look for it? Oh, there we go.
Well,
explore the Mushroom Kingdom.
We gotta look into here pretty much and see. Let me show you my screen real quick, guys.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's a lot of clicks going on, and you guys don't know what I'm looking at. And boom. So basically, all right. So let's see. Buy tickets and passes. Let's see what happens when we do that. And their website has been this slow. I am not kidding you. Here. So Super Nintendo World early access ticket from $20. Okay. Let's see if we could actually supposedly choose that. Boom. There you go. So the first day, remember what we said, opening day is the 17th. So they didn't do it that day. At the beginning, they advertised it because I remember. And then they moved it to the 18th. So it's sold out almost for the first week. Why wouldn't you buy it? I don't know, because I think it's a bargain.
Yeah.
So for an extra $20 in the week, $25 on the weekend per person, you get an early access. That means that if the park opens at 9 in the morning, you get to enter Universal Hollywood at 8 in the morning. So it opens for everybody at 9. You get to go at 8 in the morning. You will be one of the first few groups into Super Nintendo World. Why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
I mean,
you have to take advantage of that.
You're gonna be
at least at the beginning.
Especially if you want to try the restaurant, those two cafe. We've been hearing and reading about it, and lately by 10 in the morning it's already gone. There's no more reservation.
Wow.
So if I were you,
jeez,
for those who are planning to go, definitely target this early entrance, because honestly, I said it from the beginning. In my opinion, Universal's not charging enough, because Super Nintendo,
they'll bump it up at some point.
It's gonna go up.
It's gonna go. It's gonna go up for spring break. Watch it. That's the first time they'll push the. They'll push the price.
It's a bargain. I get it. Yeah, you're gonna be spending already. So for a family of 4, we would be like in what 200 something, and then on top of that you gotta add maybe another $100.
Yeah.
But take it from our experience. You have to do it if you want to enjoy Super Nintendo World without having any
Right.
stress.
Yeah.
That will be our recommendation. Hey Miss Sheila, how are you? Hopefully you're doing
Hello.
wonderful. But people started responding, as you can see right there. A sold out. So we shall see, right? Smash that like button, guys, on YouTube. If you could do us that favor, it helps promoting the channel. If you happen to be new around here, welcome. We're just a family of content creator who loves taking you to our crazy adventures in the theme park, mainly Disney and Universal, Disneyland, Universal Hollywood, and during Monday nights, most of the time, we do this live stream talking about, you know,
All the news.
all the news
Theme
happening,
park news.
theme park news. Talking about theme park news, let's switch gear a little bit real quick to Epic Universe because our friend Cygnus in Twitter switch this over here, and I'm gonna switch it back to you guys. I discovered something that I could do now because they changed the settings in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I could legit be talking um in this screen, but I don't have to per se show it. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you this one real quick because you guys gotta basically see this. We are going to Twitter. Boom. Now we're seeing the same thing. All right. So basically, we had the live stream last Monday, and then day after, they actually posted this. This is this is incredible. This is basically the track for what is believed to be Monster roller coaster.
That's really far from where it starts.
I know, but it's pretty interesting. Now, I was staring at this picture earlier, or the day that it came out. I can, I don't know about you guys, but this is, it's screaming family.
Right.
It doesn't seem anything
like too risky,
too thrilling. That yeah. I mean, you guys tell me. That's another angle. I mean, I don't know where it goes, but even if you take it this way, you guys cannot see my. But if you analyze the picture and follow the curves and how it goes up and down and loop, there's no loops. There's no per se drop.
No, it doesn't look bad at all.
Unless they were missing something that is gonna happen in that middle section, that it may connect one way or the other, and then that's why. But for me, it doesn't look like it's gonna be thrilling at all. It's just gonna be family oriented. So little by little, we continue to confirm our belief. This is the entrance of what is rumored to be Monster Land. So that's the entrance right over there. So I mean, what was it? A few weeks ago, they had nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Nothing.
They're moving along.
So I actually driven. Now I drove on Thursday and today, right in front of it, and the amount of buildings that you could even see from eye level is insane. So shout out to Sinus who continue to provide us with these aerial views. So now this is the entrance of Harry Potter, supposedly. So once again, it's coming alive little by little. Then the entrance to How to Train Your Dragon is over here. Very interesting. You can see a little bit of the track on the right hand side. Again, it does look like nothing to be panicking about in terms of.
It looks like all Karen friendly rides.
Right? Then work continues in the center of the hub attraction. So that's what we're looking at. It is unbelievable to see this work going like this. How, because we in this channel we continue to look at it in a day by day, week by week basis. I'm sorry. So it's pretty cool though, right? Then
I'm excited. I can't wait for it to open.
Let's see what else, because they keep showing. That was today, 4 hours ago. Walls arise for the How to Train Your Dragon theater attraction, supposedly.
Theater attraction.
Yeah.
Oh, so is it a 3D thing?
Might be.
You like that?
Yeah, your reenactment.
Yeah.
Yeah, outstanding.
I got it.
So that's pretty cool, right? Then a view of the track support for the hub racing roller coaster. So these one are looking a little bit taller.
That one's hot. Yeah.
Remember what we continue to say. We believe it's gonna be a family-oriented theme park. That doesn't mean
it's gonna have at least one or two.
It's probably gonna have one or two thrilling rides.
Yeah, it has to, because it has to call everybody.
But now this one is looking
what ride is that?
Tall. The How to Train the Dragon?
The hub racing roller.
The hub racing roller coaster.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir. Again, you had the How to Train Your Dragon. Look at the you know what kind? This one may look a little bit more thrilling. Look at the curve.
That one has the curve. Is that it? What is that in the middle?
But I don't know. It doesn't mean
it looks like a dragon.
It does look. You know what it reminds me of, and it doesn't mean that it's gonna be similar to that. But it looks like they kind of thrill, maybe like Hagrid's thrill.
So it doesn't, even that loop doesn't look, unless it takes that loop and then it goes high. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
it just spins around. But again, you can tell that they have toned down the thrilling aspect, because they want to basically ensure that they're competing directly with Disney. What do you guys think about all of this? Are you excited that it may be a less thrilling environment? More.
I think it's gonna have both. I think it's good that it has.
I think it's gonna be more family.
I think I agree with that. I just think that it's still gonna have one or two thrilling rides, because it has to hold the entire family. You know what I mean?
If it's not 100% family oriented, it's gonna be 95%.
Right.
I mean, you can tell. Mary. They will pull in families for sure. Yeah. And you can tell by the sizes, by the structure of this what it seems to be the actual roller coaster. And again, we're just seeing the progress little by little is going up, little by little. So and in this channel we're studying it week by week. So all of us we started talking about this and pulling signals in Twitter maybe now for the last 2 to 3 months.
Right.
And when we first started, we probably saw the land completely empty and maybe a couple of like the rails and stuff like that on the floor, on the dirt. Right. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool to see it grow. I mean, I find it very like fascinating, in my opinion.
Fascinating.
So now this is the monster entry portal. So look at this. And they're on target. They already said it. They're like, we're on target to open on 2025.
Oh, they seem like they're.
And with this Super Nintendo World, Karen,
I think they're gonna be able to open beforehand. They just.
I could see.
I can see them doing soft openings earlier.
Soft opening, maybe 3 to 6 months before the target day. I could see it. I can see.
They're moving way too fast on the whole thing.
They cannot. I'm telling you.
It's not going to take them that long to build up.
We've been saying that after visiting Super Nintendo World, in our opinion, Disney has nothing at this point. take it from me who just wrote Tron, and Disney was counting big time on Tron. I am telling you, wait until you start hearing more and more people talk about Tron. People are gonna be like, what happened? Uh, oh gosh, David. Oh, I like that.
I know, right?
I think it's on par with Island as far as balance of thrill rides and family rides. And it'll be interesting. That's what I'm. I think it's gonna be more inclining. Sorry, towards more
Family.
family, because they already said it. Their intention is to, in for lack of better words, they said it. They got it. They're going after Disney. They have to take Disney's
Down.
out of competition. Bottom line. And then when you look at what Disney has to offer and what is the most visited park is Magic Kingdom. Therefore, in order for them to compete directly with Magic Kingdom, they have to build I think park that is as big as Magic Kingdom, is not if not bigger. But in that aspect, you're correct in terms of Island of Adventures. They had to bring that kind of sense of adventure because
Right.
of the different theming. However, the rides have to be family oriented if they wanted to compete directly against Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm using Magic Kingdom as an example with Tron. Tron is thinking, I think Disney was thinking, okay, we got Tron. Nobody's gonna catch us now.
Nobody knows. Like the newer generation has no idea what Tron's about. Like it would have been smart if they would have made a movie and then kind of like work towards, or made the movie kind of open at the same time as the ride for it to get more, to have a little bit more spark. But no, like
I
nobody knows Tron. I don't think I even watched
Well,
Tron.
we'll talk about Tron in a little bit. We'll talk more about Tron. But if Disney was counting on Tron to kind of like hype up and kind of put Universal on check,
It's not gonna do.
it's not gonna work. I am telling you right now, it's not gonna work. And we're and when we get to the Disney conversation, more into the Tron conversation, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let the kids talk. I'm gonna ask them questions because with the kid, our kids, even like in videos, I have to ask leading question or else they don't know kind
Where
of
to
like
go?
what to say,
Where to
where to
go?
go.
Yeah.
So I'll ask them the question. You guys listen to their opinion. They have done every single ride per se in Universal and Disney, so they can truly tell you. I heard they are supposed to be building an affordable apartment complex for employees. So they say, but I don't know what's affordable anymore,
No,
Miss
yeah.
Sheila. I don't know honestly what's affordable
Nothing's affordable.
here in Orlando. So there's the left basically is the future area of the new hotel south of Epic Universe, known as Project 913, currently having land cleared. The ride is current construction of the Project 912, which is the hotel, the other hotel right over here. That you can easily see from eye level by just driving in front of it. As a matter of fact, these are on the right hand side is apartment complex off of Universal Boulevard, just so you guys know. If you need a more of a
Landmark.
landmark. So the left is what they're clearing to be the
What they're
other
clearing, it looks like
well
they cleared their earth.
will be the next hotel. So lots and lots of improvement in a week because that's what we did. We just like
They're moving fast.
all right. So obviously, Universal is playing big time on Epic Universe. They are like they're not backing down to what they said. Karen at this point have not wrote Tron. She may uh, do it on Saturday. We don't know yet. Um, she, you know, you may. I cannot wait. I try not to give her too much detail. Of course, she was able to look at the video. Uh, but I try not to give her too many details because I didn't want to influence her. However, there's not much to influence. I mean, she's gonna experience it. She's not see,
But
she's
if I
not
don't do
dumb.
it Saturday, then I'm definitely gonna do it on Sunday.
Yeah,
Uh,
we
so
we can go on Saturday and we can go on Sunday because of cast member previews
previews.
and different cast member. And this is not just Karen; it's different cast members. So,
Well, my entire family works for Disney. Three of us work for Disney.
so
So
shout out to my mother-in-law who actually brought us last Friday, and I was able to uh, do it. Now, let's talk about Universal. Let's talk about Universal really quick again, but Hollywood. In the way that how now Disney is trying to throw some dirt on Universal, okay? And I'm gonna call it how it is
oh boy.
because here's the kicker: former Imagineer
Oh,
criticizes Universal for being basically inconsiderate or having inconsiderate waistline limit design on Mario Kart Bowser Challenge vehicle. So this is a retired Imagineer, and basically he went on Twitter and basically uh, threw dirt, pretty much. And basically, the reason is because just like any ride that Universal built, it says the new Mario Kart ride vehicle having a 40 inches weight limit is an example of a designing first for the average Japanese guest without considering the waist dimension of the average US guest. I design ride vehicles with safe containment. Shall we talk about Tron?
I don't think
I
they were
mean,
considering a lot of things when they built Tron, huh?
I mean, this is where you gotta. This is where people have to be careful, and this is a lesson that we always constantly talk to our kids about. Before you open your mouth and are you going to just quickly judge or accuse something, make sure that you're looking at yourself. Look at yourself first. I, if I will be right now and a cast member, myself or a retired cast member, I will not. I mean, I don't care if I'm freaking Bob Iger right now. I will not put my name behind Disney. I can't. I can because right now the reason why Bob Iger was brought to Disney was to fix Disney because Disney is not at the level of satisfaction of the guests as they should be. So why you, as a retiree or as a former or current cast member, will want to throw dirt at Universal when you have the same thing? I mean, right now you are turning people away. Not turning people away. I mean, but um, Trump was built exactly with the same dimensions at Shanghai, Disneyland Shanghai. So, what would you say this thing about Universal? Now, I can tell you something. I'm 44, 46 inches on my waist. I was able to fit with no problem. However, I couldn't ride that light cycle. I could not ride the light cycle. So
Or to Mary's point, the flight of passage is also very restrictive because they're kind of the same.
it's the same. It's the same seating. It's the
Yeah,
same seating. So they just basically copy the mechanism of fly or passage. But this one is
and made it to a
actually
motorcycle.
this is actually even worse because um the fact that the gas is what stops you, and that's basically what Disney can use as their defense. Defense. Well, no, we're not targeting heavier or larger guests.
Just big calf people.
It's just people that have larger legs. Okay, so the regular American population has chicken legs, just like Shanghai.
Apparently,
Yeah, I mean, not to accuse, not to offend any
disrespect.
disrespect anybody, but it's the same concept. You cannot say well, you're looking at what Japan did and copied it and did it on Hollywood, and you're not being you're being completely
Inconsiderate.
inconsiderate, but you're doing the same exact crap. You did it. You did it with Tron. So people like me or people, I mean, let's be honest. You don't have to be a larger guest. People with injuries will not be able to do Tron.
Tall people
Tall people, bodybuilders will not be able to do Tron. I am telling you right now.
on the cycle.
On the cycle. Now, the actual seating, the what they call the bucket seating, what I did, it is super comfortable. Like it is the most comfortable seating that I have experienced in any theme park, even more than Cosmic Rewind. However, is I want to go and experience the light cycle.
Right.
I mean, that's the whole thing. It's not, but a person with an injury is gonna struggle to go on Tron.
Right.
If you guys watch the video and you hear Kyla towards the end, and Kyla tells you the first time my ribs were hurting, the second time my back hurt. I think that you were in the best spot. Sitting in the regular seat is the best alternative. That was Kyla who said that. That wasn't me. That was Kyla. So,
And Kyla says a twig.
and you guys know Kyla. Kyla, I mean, sometimes I question if she's my daughter. I'm not a runner. Number one, I'm not a runner. You know, I was an athlete, but that kid, you know, she trains hard and she maintains a really good body. And she's that kid stretches every day for like more than an hour.
Yeah.
She takes care of herself. That's what I'm trying to get. For Kyla to say it was hurting me, now that's not even counting, Karen, the line
Yeah.
that they're gonna experience for that regular seating.
Yep.
I cannot. If I'm this guy that one that tweeted this crap, I would just be deleting that right now. I'm just saying I should look it up for him. I should look his tweet and I should be like, save yourself some time and humiliation. How about you delete it?
Too late now.
Because it is insane. Danielle, how are you? It says Tron looks so cool but so uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. Even me trying that darn thing, it was uncomfortable. Because you have to pull yourself forward, and then it is cool. Don't get me wrong. Tron is fun. Should you do it? Yes,
Yes.
at least once. That's basically my recommendation. So many people suffering with leg swelling, they can't fit. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, and you saw it. It has nothing to do with being a plus size at all. I mean, you guys saw it, and I hated it because I told Karen the best way for me to fit was for me to extend the leg, but then the way that it makes me bend the knee, it actually makes my calf flex.
Right.
And if you guys pay
You're flexing
attention,
the whole time. Yeah.
I'm flexing, not wanting to, flexing the calf to the point that when I pull the pin down, it just stops in the upper section of my calf, which let's say this is my upper section of the calf, and this will be my thigh. So it just gets stuck over there. The only way that I was trying to think out of the box, I want to try that next time. I want to see if I could pull it forward and then try to maybe extend my leg and put it under. I had just to see if I fit.
Right.
But I had
Keep
the
wiggling.
I had the feeling that I may hurt myself doing that.
Get a
And
Charlie
I could
horse by the
see-
end of it.
I could see a lot of guests hurting themselves trying to fit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to get a Charlie horse while they're low. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the other thing that I find out. I mean, I don't want to, when I'm doing a review, I want to be positive and all that. But I'm also find out, and
That would be me.
the cast member actually told me this too, but I already heard it from a few guys. Depending how you lock the seat, especially if you try to force yourself into it, the backside gets stuck. Because what happens is that when they release it to open, it kind of goes down a little bit and
Oh,
then goes
jeez.
up.
So it
They
pushes you even more.
right. So and then Kyla told me that. I said, Kyla, that when they release it, you feel the seat pushing you a little bit forward, and then it goes back. So if you actually push yourself to fit,
Oh yeah.
and you don't have enough space to move forward, so and it's happening, but you're gonna hear again. If I'm this guy, I would just delete that tweet and say sorry for my stupidity. I was completely blindsided about my comment, and I will not. I want to just take it back. I feel it very comfortably
I was gonna say that's a pretty
on
comfortable.
Mario Kart. I had no issue whatsoever. It is a super fun thing. If we want to compare Mario Kart versus Tron, 20,000 times Mario Kart. Hands down, Mario Kart. Uh, I have not stopped thinking and dreaming about going back on Mario Kart. Ask me about Tron. I've done it twice, and I'm like, you heard me. I mean, I got the opportunity to go on Saturday. I'm kind of like, Karen, you should do it because I could stay home. That
I'll
goes
do
to
it.
show you. That goes to show you because I also want uh, I am not gonna. In my other words, I did it already. I'm not gonna get out of my way to do it again. That's where I'm going with this. I did it twice, and I had the opportunity to do it again on Sunday. So it will be a total third time. So
You're good.
I'm good. All right. So, but it is unbelievable how you know Disney always figured out a way to throw dirt on Universal no matter what. And, it's just unbelievable to me. But um, moving right along. If you guys didn't know, now is the time that you should take advantage of basically doing the Universal Great Movie Escape. The price dropped, Karen.
Of course it did.
The price dropped. I mean, not bad of a price. Now it's a $40 per.
What was it before?
We pay over 200. We pay 50 or $55 per person. Now it's
So
$40.
now's the time to do Jurassic World.
Yeah, I mean $40. I mean the normal XYC escape room somewhere in International right here in Orlando will be $30 $35. So $40
That's not bad. Yeah.
for a theme, and they did such a really good job for a very well themed escape room. You know what? It is worth it to try. I highly recommend anybody at this point to jump on it just to try it, even if it's only once. If you have the means to do it, go for it. Because for me, that's a bargain.
Yeah. I want to do Jurassic Park, and I wouldn't mind doing the. No, we did Jurassic
No,
World.
we gotta do Back to the
We need to
Future.
do Back to the Future, and I wouldn't mind doing. Now that you can see where you land or how many
What
things
level?
how many things you're able to do, then I would really like to do that one again.
Danielle says, I'm planning on getting on ticket when we come back with Will in
Right.
March. Group rates make it even cheaper. Yes.
Yes.
It is a lot cheaper than buying an individual, and it was fun.
It was fun.
And then I highly recommend go to the bar.
Ooh.
Although you don't need reservation for the bar. So even if you're still in town, Danielle, and you want to check it out, just walk up to the bar. They got amazing drinks, and they're really good. They're really good, and you don't need no reservation. Mary, you too. I totally forgot to remind you of that.
Way to go.
Yeah. So $40. I don't know. I don't. Also, okay. So starting prices for single tickets at attraction have been reduced from 50 to $40. And check this out, Danielle. It says that it used to be $300 for the group. Now it's 240.
And how many is in a group? 6
up
to
to
8.
up to 8 guests.
Oh, we should do that. What is it? 240 divided by. I don't know math, people.
240 divided by 8.
Yeah.
It'll be about $30. I think so.
About $30.
I'll be doing that too. I already knew that. I just never went. Yeah, you should. You should. You will not. I'm telling you, they have really good drinks.
We need to do this one.
Yeah. What does it come to? $30 per guest,
30
pretty
bucks.
much.
If you have 8 people.
If you have
And
8 people, $30.
6 people.
You will not find. Telling you, you're not gonna find such a great theme, a escape room like this one anywhere else.
Right.
I mean, because Universal spend the good money. I like it. I enjoyed it.
We can come up with 8 people.
Now let's talk about a little bit more about the possibility of future expansion for Universal. In Japan, Universal is already expanding with Pokemon.
Pokemon's coming.
Can that
Pokemon still is such a big thing.
Can that be the next move here in Orlando?
It needs to be. You know how many people I still see doing getting the Pokemons and doing the battles? Everywhere we go, you still see people. I mean, even in the concert, when we were in the concert the other day, the girl was like listening to it and like having battles while she was over there.
So
like, it's still
big. If you
big.
don't believe me, look at what they're doing. Let me get to this over here. Michila said, I'm thinking about doing the escape room when we come.
Oh, you should.
You should, Michila. You should. You will. First of all, you're gonna enjoy it, and second of all, it's a good price. It's a good price. So tax it on, it was right at $40 per person with a group rate. No, it's not bad.
It's not bad,
no. We'll die with Pokemon at the park. Yeah.
My brother and my mom would love it.
Listen, this is happening right now in Japan. So, excuse me. Universal Japan announced not too long ago that they were gonna bring a parade, a new parade where they're gonna showcase Pokemon and other characters, right? So now they came up with this. Look.
Not gonna I'm liking the Mario headband.
So here's some food.
Cookies.
And here's some merch.
I'm digging though.
Right?
Why are you going so fast through the Mario stuff? For me not to see it?
Exactly. Here's some Pokemon. So here's the food for Pokemon. And now all that I'm saying that we got to start seeing the writing on the wall. Universal is being extremely smart.
That needs to come to the kid area.
The whole let me work an entire contract for Harry Potter. That was the first step. Then they ended up making money, right?
Hold on.
And now at this point, they went ahead and said, how about Super Nintendo World? And on top of that, now they're doing Pokemon.
Well, they know they can't do anything with Marvel or the X-Men since Disney took it. So they have to go another route.
I'm telling you.
What is that?
Popcorn
bucket.
So
that is. Look at that headband.
I am telling you.
Those headbands are cool, though.
Universal is the company to watch out.
The underdogs are coming.
If I were Disney right now,
better be working fast.
I'm Bob Iger right now. I will have all my executives lined up, and I will be saying, we need a concept, and we need it ASAP, and we need to execute it.
They might have it already.
No, they don't. They're Disney's struggling. They don't want to admit it. Disney's struggling because what happened? See, that's what happened. Oh, check this out, Karen. So now you even have Peanuts showing over here.
That's cute,
right? So
those are cute.
Basically, that's what happens when you actually fall on the comfort zone, and you have to admit that Disney have fallen on the comfort zone. They knew they had it in the bag. They knew I was that powerful. Now this one they cannot touch because Sesame Street is already here for Busch Gardens in SeaWorld. So this one definitely cannot touch.
Oh, that's a cool hat though.
Here in Orlando. But I am telling you, the options are endless at this point for Universal. And Disney fell in the comfort zone. And now, honestly, they're scrambling around.
Hmm.
They screwed up with the guests, and this is the parade that they announced not too long ago. It's called the No Limit Parade. So look at all this. It's gonna have
Mario,
Mario,
Pokemon,
Pokemon. I'm telling you,
Elmo.
they are bringing it. They are bringing it. So if you think about it right now, they have Super Nintendo World, right? So I'm Japan. I got Super Nintendo World. I know that now is going to um, Universal in the states. They didn't hold back. They're like, what else can we do? So that way we continue to bring tourism over
Right.
here, which it has been my number one criticism for theme park, especially Disney. Why are you building the same crap in California, just like you're building here in Orlando? Give
Right.
people something different. Give people the motivation to come back or go for the first time and see it because you are the only part that has it. So they didn't hold back. They're like, okay, that's going on to the US. Guess what? We're gonna bring Pokemon.
Right.
Smart move from Universal. I am telling you, if Disney doesn't wake up, Universal is gonna steal that first spot.
Pokemon needs to come here though.
Danielle says, I feel like they could tap into more and more of the 80, 90 stuff, and us millennial will eat it up. Yep, yep. And I think they are. I think that they're slowly getting there. I mean, if you look at the history of both company, they come from, especially Universal. Universal had to kind of like build up more revenue, more profit because Disney already had it. When Disney can turn around and say, okay, we're buying Lucasfilm, we're buying Marvel. Guess what? We're buying Fox. You know what? All those expenses like crazy like that, right? And Universal is like, okay, we still Comcast NBC. That's all that we have. And then little by little, hey, by the way, we got Peacock. And you know what?
Yeah.
Now that they have, because they were smaller, they started gaining money and money and money. Now they're actually able to step it up,
They sat tight for a little bit,
right?
and then they're like, okay.
So then Disney makes the stupidity of bringing an idiot as a CEO. I'm talking about Chapek,
Well, yeah,
but
be
Chapek
nice.
was hand selected by Iger. So I mean, you do the math, okay? So he should have seen the writing on the wall already. Uh, they screwed up. So now they have all that uh, kingdom that they built not making money. Meanwhile, Universal, who was smaller, built it. So they has been extremely smart. 100% need more Nickelodeon stuff back. We love the nostalgia. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. They do. And you know what? And the more that we let them know on the service they come out, the more that they're gonna be willing to listen. We have to ask guests because clearly Universal has been listening to guests more so than Disney. So it is incredible the amount of things that are happening in Universal. I gotta do something. Hold on.
Oh boy.
But you know what? I'm a firm believer that you gotta try things because you know what? Universal came strong yesterday. I mean, Super Nintendo came strong yesterday during Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
Oh,
And
I think he needs a 5 energy drink.
let's see.
Thank you for calling Super Mario Brothers Plumbing. It's the me, Luigi. If you need service, please text us at the same number. You just call 929-555-MARIO. That's 929-556-2746. Message us about any issues wherever you live. House, condo, mansion, you
Match.
back right away because at Super Mario Brothers Plumbing, we don't say let's wait, we say let's go. Oh, and check our website, smvplumbing.com. We're still working on it, so more updates to come. Bye-bye.
Freaking genius.
It's a man.
Genius.
Luigi. I like how he said mention, like mention.
I'm telling you, he's genius. I mean, I cannot take away from Disney, who actually tap into the nostalgia with that 100-year, because that video that I did watch that video, it was beautiful. But here comes, and once again, here comes Nintendo with Universal to just drop it. It's genius because this week is the opening of the Super Nintendo World.
So that's their guest service line.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's what they said. There's only one way to find out. Because he said, let's see what happened. This I haven't tried.
Well, he said that they're still working on it.
But man, yeah, I don't know. But
That's what he said.
I know he said that. So chances are they're gonna come up with something. Obviously, the website doesn't come up. Let me try something else.
He said it was coming soon. They're still working on it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's coming soon. Nothing's coming up. So
It'll be better than the 15.
Hold on. No, hold on. Wait, Karen. What are you talking about?
He
See,
said they're working
that's what
on
I'm
it.
the researcher of this family.
That is right.
You
I don't
know,
I don't do research.
hold on, guys.
Ah, Jesus.
There's only one way. I'm a firm believer that you gotta trust but verify. Look at this.
Fixing pipes is our game.
What the hell?
Look at the crosswalk. It's the fire. It's the flower.
Reliable quality work satisfaction guarantee. This is freaking genius.
Career apply now.
Look, copyright built on 2023. Are you guys looking at my mouse? The cursor is Mario's glove.
It's the Mario.
This is freaking insane.
They're now serving Brooklyn and Queens.
I am telling you. This is genius, guys. What happened if we do this?
We're the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. When you think it's easy,
Alright,
you
be
can call us
careful.
on the double.
Right.
We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
Thank you, Super Mario Bros. It seems like the only thing you haven't drained is my bank account.
Yeah.
For super service, call or text Super Mario Bros. Plumbing today at 92955-MARIO. Or reach us on the World Wide Web at smvplumbing.com.
This is genius. Sorry,
Way
Dar.
to go.
Sorry, Dar.
Way to go.
I know. This is actually genius. What do you guys think about that?
That's pretty cool.
What a way of Universal. That's very creative.
It's the Mario.
Very.
I like how they use Luigi too. They didn't put Mario
It is very, very creative
to
on
give
what-
Luigi the spotlight.
Yeah,
like
and use it as a promotion.
Yeah.
Very, very creative. Shout out to I don't know if it's Universal who's behind this. I don't know if it's Super Nintendo. I mean, it could be
It's gotta
both.
be both.
It has
Yeah,
to be both.
it has to be both.
Somebody has to be flipping that bill. And Super Nintendo's not gonna come out of nowhere like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay it for you guys so that way you can. It has to be both. This is insane. Wow. Danielle says the scrolling bar with phone number is hilarious. I love it. And just so you guys know, that commercial came in Super Bowl.
I hope that when they do Epic over here, they have the van and they have them coming out of the van.
Wow. I am.
Because that'd be cool.
You know what? Disney had nothing. Sorry, Disney.
No comment.
Ay. I just leave it like that. I just leave it like that. I have nothing positive to contribute
Move on.
towards Disney. All right, let's switch gear now. Let's go to some Disney content now. Okay, I want to show you guys this one. And yes, I know I'm very I don't hold back when it comes to theme parks in terms of calling them out and all that. But Disney is being really smart with this 100-year celebration. And obviously, they're targeting suckers like me who cannot stay away from merchandise. Okay. They are very smart.
Indiana,
And Diana, how are you?
thanks for joining.
I'm glad that you made it. Yeah, when you watch the playback, if you didn't catch it on time, make sure you watch. Um, well, yeah, we talk a lot of good content in Universal, but watch that Super Mario thing if you didn't catch it because it's hilarious. But anyway, today, Shop Disney sent a tweet, and I went insane
You should
sending Karen a couple of things
Yes.
because I am a huge fan of their 100-year celebration. I mean, I've been crazy about it since I went to D23 in September. I told you guys this cup from Starbucks has not come out yet with Mickey and the Disney 100. Who knows if they're not gonna release it again? Maybe it was
Maybe.
just for D23. But
That'll be part of the
I am
closing 100 years.
I am superly crazy in regards to the 100-year celebration. So I want to show you guys a couple of things. It's not much in the website right now because they just hinted out, right, and said the 20s. So now we're into the 1920s, 1920s. I'm sorry. This collection launches on February 20th at 7 a.m. Pacific time. So if we actually click over here, they're clearly telling you
They're gonna cover all the
they're going to
decades.
cover. I mean, and if it's coming in February, then let's see, March, April, May, June,
July, August, September, October, November.
Okay.
And I kind of wish the 80s was on my birthday.
Yeah. I'm speculating. I mean, I'm just following in that order. It could be that they release it like
Every 2 weeks.
every two exactly. But now we know the 100 decades is coming. They're starting with the 1920s. If you are a fan of the old style Disney World, like Oswald and all that, this is it. Check this out. I am crazy about this launch flyback. It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
Oh no.
It says 100 decades. No, not 10,000 years. So it's just 100 throughout the 100 years that they've been since they were created. Andy Anna says she's still sick. My boss are too. I'm sorry. We're heading home in a day. Glad we went hard for the first 2 days because at the end of the vacation has been.
Oh man, that sucks.
Man, that sucks, man. I hate
when you get
happens.
sick when you when you're on vacation.
Truly sorry to hear that. You know what? But health comes first, and you gotta take care of yourselves. You know, I'm sure something is coming later that you're gonna be able to return and enjoy it at its fullest. But I am truly sorry to hear that. 1,000. But it is notice how they are return to the aggressiveness on the marketing. They know they make the money on merchandise,
Right?
So I like
because the suckers like you.
Because of soccer, you cannot deny that this bag is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
That bag, and again, anything that it has the 50th anniversary over here for Disney World. Walt Disney World or anything that has this 100 celebration are items that once you buy, it will never gonna return. You cannot find them. That's it. It is has that stamp that it's a collectible item. It is a very cool launch fly. We'll be back in a year or so.
Awesome.
Awesome. Let us know if there's anything we could do to help you out, either with travel agency or any recommendation. We gladly help you. But Disney is a genius when it comes to this. I didn't pull my Instagram. Let me see if I could pull Instagram really quick over here. Because in Instagram is what I posted everything that I could find. Yeah, hold on. Let me stop sharing that one, and I'm gonna show you the Instagram really quick because. All right.
So cute.
All right. So when you see that's how they actually announce it coming soon. So this is a little uh, plush that is coming for Oswald, and the
Ears.
Oswald ears, which at one point I think they sold them in Disneyland, and they were very very popular.
Yeah.
And this one is just like they redid. I read that it's a different design, and this is a little bit of another look. Uh, and this check this out. So Disney created a lifelike hologram of Walt Disney that will be used for the Disney 100 Museum exhibition. Disney used archival video and AI tools to create a full-size digital avatar that speaks in Walt's voice, according to Brooks Barnes, New York Times. That's gonna be unbelievable.
That's pretty cool.
So anyway, that's one thing that I posted in the Instagram, and there was one thing that I wasn't able. I didn't post it because I don't know the content creator, but somebody got basically insights of what's coming right here. What's coming in Shop Disney on the 20th. And as you can see, I know it's kind of blurry, not the best image, but as you can see, it's very classy. I like it. So they're being extremely smart. That's why they know basically how to do business. Um, One thing I want to share with you, it's kind of cool to hear that Josh Damaro, actually, which is the president of the theme parks, he actually joins the board of director of Make a Wish America.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool because what they're trying to do is to do more things with Make a Wish Foundation. Disney does a lot with Make a Wish, but obviously they want to be part of it because they want to do more.
Yeah. Make a Wish is an amazing organization.
Right.
We love them.
And Disney, they like any corporation, they're probably in that stage where they screwed up a lot and they try to fix their mess, and by fixing this mess they're screwing other things up until they finally find a balance. But one thing I will always say about Disney is they are there for those organizations, especially if it deals with kids, because Disney is the number one supporter of Give Kids the World a Village, and so are we. If you guys will have watched our videos, any opportunity we have to go and promote Give Kids a World, we do it. It is an organization that basically helps families that have children with critical illness. sometimes terminal,
Come on.
and their only wish is to visit the theme parks, right? So they fly them over here for a whole week, them and their family, all cost expenses covered. And if you go to the village, they believe basically not saying no.
Right.
So our kids want ice cream for breakfast. They got a breakfast parlor in there,
Ice cream parlor.
ice cream parlor. Um, they celebrate during that week. They celebrate Halloween, so they have their own Halloween party. They also celebrate Christmas, so Santa comes
Mhm.
and brings them gift. Um, they they provide them transportation to the theme parks. They don't have to pay any food on the theme park. I mean, everything is covered for them. I freaking love Gift World.
Yes.
Um, and any opportunity we have just to help and promote them, we do it. And Disney is one of the biggest supporter. They're actually in their board members also of Give Kids a World, and so is Universal. But Disney, which is a bigger company, they give a lot, and that's what we know.
What they tell us.
What they
What they
tell
share.
what they share. I'm imagining that if somebody digs into their books behind the scenes, they're probably providing with more stuff. So George Damaro, he's the board of director of Make a Wish. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I almost did a video the other day about this, but Disney came and say in their first quarterly meeting with of the year with this shareholders, they came and said, "Hey, we made 8.7 billion in revenue in the first quarter. So for any shareholder, that's what they want to hear.
Right.
Hey,
Like a profit.
we made some revenue. We saw an operating income increase of 25%. That's what they said. And soon, I mean, we heard from Disney. Soon, we're gonna hear from Universal because it's usually around this time too. They actually meet every 3 to 4 months, and in this case, the CEO, which in this case happens to be Bob Iger, he does a conference call with the shareholders, and that guest basically is public, so anybody can hear because it's a public corporation. So he went ahead and said, "Hey, we're making money. If you remember a few months ago when Chapek was over there, he said, we're losing money from the production." And then basically a week or 2 weeks after, that's when he was let go. So then Iger took over and he says, we're making money. But with the making money comes we need to save money. And in order to make more money and continue to sustain this company, we have to cut a total of 5.5 billions of dollars. That's basically their plan for this year. Remember, Bob Iger is in charge; he's the head, or else they're gonna cut his head, just like they did Chapex, right? So Iger says we need to figure it out how to got money, and we estimated $5.5 billion. So, um, $3 billion is coming from the basically the media aspect, uh, Disney Plus. Um, they talk about the movies. They talk about Marvel. They talk about Fox. They talk about all that. It was very interesting is that he actually had a section talking about ESPN and Hulu. So it it came to the light that they have lost Disney Plus subscribers, and that's the reason why they have to make $3 billion of cuts. So he said, our next move is that we're actually going to focus on being selective of what we're going to do. We're not longer going to be kind of like producing different things all over. We're gonna focus on our bigger entities, which is Marvel, Pixar, and Lucasfilm. But that doesn't mean that we're gonna be making a story from a story. That means that we're gonna look and then be very selective as of what we're gonna do. We're gonna start pushing not only productions in Disney Plus, but we're also gonna be pushing it out to the movie theaters. That's basically his plan. Ironically, ESPN is doing very well. Sports, he said that they have increased. The ESPN ratings are really good, and Hulu has sustained a good amount of subscribers because people are watching basically the reruns from the network, but Disney Plus is their struggle. Now, if you didn't know Bob Iger's baby is Disney Plus. So when he left the company, he left it thinking, here's what I envision, and it didn't happen. Then he says the other $2 billion, $2.5 billion are gonna come from operational costs. And we're gonna go back to that in a moment. They go and says, then he goes and says, theme parks are doing phenomenal. Like he used the word theme parks have
Word by word.
like they have. I mean, we are continuing to increase
Revenue.
revenue.
Attendance.
Attendance we have not dropped. More guests are visiting the park. We're estimating on 2023 that more guests are. We're gonna be busier, if not as busy as 2022. So Disney parks, the section has no issues whatsoever. That's what he said. So then he goes into the operational cost. And what I find very interesting is that he talks operational costs and then he says, we gotta do this. We gotta cut 7,000 employees. Ironically, and I posted this because last week we talked about the union pushing for more money for the employees. And I said, and I quote, if you rewatch that live stream last week, they have to be careful because the more money they pay employees, the more cuts are gonna do. They gotta stay in business. And then they talk about it's funny because not funny but ironic. In 2 or 3 days after the live stream, then he has this phone call and he announces 7,000 layoff. So you will think at this point, wait a second, he's gonna cut 7,000 employees. Parks are doing wonderful. Okay, people like Karen who works for the park and resort area shouldn't have to worry about because that's what he said. Theme parks are doing wonderful. Um, so then they go the same day later on. Actually, the next morning he says this. So, as a person who follows and loves numbers, and I mean, I'm a manager. I mean, for life, that's been my whole entire career. And I manage an area. As a matter of fact, I got a meeting with my whole staff this morning, managers talking about our business and how, yes, we're making revenue, but we need to continue to seek out opportunities and we need to save costs and cut costs. It really hit me when he said to me, to us, Disney parks are doing wonderful. And then the next morning he said, but it's gonna hit the parks division. Why the hell does it have to hit the park division if they're doing wonderful? I mean, mathematically speaking, something for me is not making sense, right? And I automatically went on a rant, and I said I said it on Twitter and I said it on Instagram, and a lot of people commented. It said you're correct. How about instead of you cutting 7,000 people, why you don't cut your bonuses? Why you don't cut your bonuses? Your bonuses are equivalent to millions of dollars. We actually let go of Bobby Paycheck, the idiot, and he's making $20 million on bonus, and we still haven't paid him the last quarter. 20 freaking million dollars on bonus. And you want to talk about laying off employees? I'm like, that's what it frustrates me about listening to this phone call. So then he says it shouldn't affect the hourly frontline cast members. So when you guys hear the hourly front cast member, and that clarification came from Josh Damaro, but you guys know Josh Damaro is working side to side with Iger. Those are like the behind the scenes cast member. Okay, people, the person that goes to the frontline cast member are the people that work in the theme parks. You go to the hotel, those people that you see right there in front of you. So that's what they mean by, but not hourly frontline cast member. What they mean is behind the scene cast member. Example, she's a behind the scene cast member. So again, I ask my question, and yes, I'm being biased because obviously we may get affected. We don't know. I mean, and this is nothing completely out of the ordinary. Disney does this every year. You know, unfortunately, they put cast members through this stress every single year, and not normally it doesn't happen during this time. It happens around November. That's when they normally do it, right? But why? Cast members are basically in theme parks and resort. They are making you the money, and 2 or 3 years ago they did the same stupidity. We gotta cut labor, and we're gonna cut it in the theme parks, including Walt Disney World. By the way, the only company from the Disney Corporation that was open in the entire world, they got staff reduction, but they didn't reduce on the parks that were shut down. So something Disney makes decision that has doesn't make sense at all. So yeah, 20 million dollars bonus alone, in bonus alone, and that's for the former CEO. We're not talking about the idiot that they fired for the finance officer, the other idiot that they fired for the marketing, the other idiot that they fired for the work in media. We're not talking about their bonuses. I'm telling you, why in the blue hell sky, instead of just affecting the people that actually produces you the money and provide you the magic, you don't say, well, let's look at the big executive. How are we going to reduce this? You know, um, that's how they roll. Uh, it's disgusting greed. I hate Skeleton Crews working to keep restaurant open because the service is so slow because of it, not the workers' fault. Yeah, well, luckily, according to them, the frontliners are not being affected. But hey, the backstage cast member produces as much, if not more, than the frontliners because, I mean, people like this backstage person over here opened the entire resort along with 6 other people after a pandemic from the house working 18 to 20 hours a day, 6 days of the week. They did it. So they brought people to the park, including trainings and all that. And those are the people that are like, well, bye. Those are the people that, according to Iger, they need to come back to the office because they need to be creative. According to Iger, I'm telling you, I cannot wait to. And that's my problem. I have seen Josh Damaro. I said it before. I have seen Josh Damaro before. I have seen Jeff Ball before. I seen Chapek before, and Karen walked away from me
Oh, I have to.
because I told them straight to their face
If I don't lose my job one way, I'm gonna lose it the other way.
how stupid, in a nice professional way, they were being toward cast member. And I'm a guest and I'm being affected by it. So and they heard me. They were like, hey, you know what? We didn't realize that it was like that. So I tell them, I cannot wait. I'll be this idiot that will stop Iger and tell him straight to his face. I don't care because
I will be on the other side of the park.
when you cut, so when you gonna cut when you're gonna cut cost, you basically are not gonna cut it to rob Peter to pay Paul. You cut costs across. So even us at home say we're saying, us as a regular people. All right, shoot, things have gotten expensive. What kind of financial changes can we make? All right, so we don't need we don't need Hulu, we don't need this, we don't need that. That is cut you cut across the board because you need to save money. You don't pick and choose and say, well, I tell you what, honey, that ESPN of yours needs to go, but I'm gonna keep my Hallmark. I'm gonna keep my this. I'm gonna keep my that because then you're not doing yourself a favor at all. So either you cut across and be consistent, but the way that they're doing it is they literally did it. Iger did it on a way to calm the shareholders down, because one of them wanted to step up and create an issue, and he wanted to like step up to be in charge of the board members and all that. The minute that Iger spoke about all this and how he was going to cut expenses and all that, he said, "Okay, I don't have to do the proxy anymore. I'm okay now because he's one of the majority shareholder." Well, okay, so you're going to screw everybody up? That's what you're trying to say, huh? So, and it's funny because the way that Iger presents it is in a way of we're going to do things without affecting guest satisfaction. I love it. I love that sentence. In the meantime, I'm going to screw cast member up. That's what he's doing. He has not once, and again, I may be biased, but all you got to do is read and listen. Not even once Bob Iger has actually spoken about cast members. So how the hell are you going to deliver guest satisfaction when your cast members are not even motivated? When you don't bring a stable a stability in the business, you don't bring them assurance. I mean, it just go back to basic, but because you want to keep your shareholders calm down and all that calm, then you're gonna do all that. Okay, so lip services. It's completely unnecessary. I agree. Your frontline and behind the scene team cast members should be your priority. They are who create the magic for your guests to keep tossing money at you. You see it, Danielle. Yeah, everybody sees it, but big executives don't see it. What they do is that they screw up, and then later on they realize the cast members are upset, and then they buy them off. How they buy them off is easily. Well, we wanna, and they come back. They'll come back saying after they lay off people, they'll come back and watch it. We're gonna talk about it eventually because it's typical Disney. They lay people off, and they come back and said, "Cast members, you are part of the magic. The 100th celebration of the basically journey of Walt wouldn't be possible without you. And because we're thankful to you, we are giving you this." And it could be something silly. It could be a gift card. It could be a voucher for a discount, which, I mean, it all equals to money. Okay, I get it. Um, well, it could be extension of a special discount, or we're going to give you more comp tickets, or we're going to give it. And it's the way of buying them off to say, hey, we care about you, but in the meantime, I'm screwing you behind the scenes. That's what they do. I mean, it's typical Disney, uh, the new Disney. The old Disney, the old Disney that I know of, that I fell in love will be like, guess you are my priority, but calm the hell down. I need to take care of my cast first because my cast is everything. Cast member is the structure, what brings the magic, what builds the corporation. Once I take care of my cast member, guess I'll take care of you. That was all Disney right there. Hold on. Backstage are who keep things moving smoothly in any job. Yeah, that's true. I think they should have had to go tell each of these 7,000 cast members individually. CEO should see it face to face. He'll probably do that for like a PR stunt too. He'll go and probably meet with a few and thanks them for the years of services and create a whole PR. I could see the writing on the wall so that way they don't look like a you know what. Again, you can see it right on the wall, and you can see it because of that. This is their mission. They want to, but hold on, it doesn't end over there because it gets more interesting. So then they go and say, wait a second, guess what? Because we believe in guest satisfaction and guest experiencing, we are bringing an avatar experience to Disneyland. Okay, that's awesome. You're bringing Avatar to Disneyland. That's outstanding. I mean, I'm happy that you are. And then they move ahead and say, after they said that Disney World and Disneyland attendance continue to grow in 2023, then they go ahead and say this. We're going to reduce $700 million in 2023 from capital expenditure, meaning whatever project they have going on for building or expansion, they're going to reduce it by $700 million. And then they go and say, well, by the way, we are going to release Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2. And then he hints about an expansion on Zootopia. So wait a second, hold on. Time out. We gotta reduce $5.5 billion. We're gonna fire 7,000 cast member. We're gonna call them cutting capital expenses, but we're gonna build these and we're gonna put bigger movies out and we're gonna do this. Okay, I'm confused. I mean, mathematically speaking, my head was spinning. So you want to save money, you save money. You reduce all across the board. Uh, when he announced the things that are coming up, I said, I can see what he's doing. Oh, the shareholders are celebrating. They're like, okay, good projects are coming, ching money for my pockets. Who cares? Screw everybody else. He pleased everybody that they told them what they want to hear and basically screw everybody else. They are the one who are making the magic happen. And at that point, I told myself, once again, poor good old Walter Disney, he has to be turning upside down in his grave right now. It is completely disgusting the way that we're doing and how, in my opinion, we're being two faces. We're being completely hypocrites in regards to everything that Walt created. We're celebrating his creation for 100 years, but this is how we're paying it back to the people. He did say that even at the peak season, the parks are still operating at a 20% lower capacity compared to pre-pandemic. They're not being stupid, you know. They're trying to sell you a product that doesn't need to be sold. The 20% off from pre-pandemic is simple. Before the pandemic, things were out of control. You couldn't even you couldn't even go to the bathroom because
Right.
you had to almost take a fast pass to go to the damn bathroom. You had to make a line to go to the bathroom. It was completely out of control. So what they did is, you know what? Let's control the crowd. In other words, we're not going to overcrowd it. And they did talk about the reservation system. So he thanks the reservation system. The thing that I've been telling you is not going anywhere. That's what he said. The reservation system has saved us from not overcrowding the park, from reallocating budgets, which it means, I told you, now Disney knows where to put their staff,
Right.
because they were completely out of control. So if you read between the lines, the reservation system are not going anywhere. It is super smart, it's super strategic, and he did admit it. The price increase, even though kind of like upset people, it needed to be done. It needed to be done. So he kind of passive. I'm telling you, he spoke a language of business the shareholder understood. All that they care is like, where's my money and how I'm gonna make my money.
Right.
I think they should have. Okay, I read that. So that's basically what they did. What he did. So it shook everybody up, and said, people are like, "Oh my God, look how Disney's doing this, doing that." And once again, I feel, and I may be wrong, but I feel like the cast member are missing that voice. Somebody needs to step up and confront them and say, "How about the cast member?" And somebody needs to say, in my opinion, if you're making money, why are you robbing Peter to pay Paul? That doesn't make sense. To not to disrespect, because when you talk about reducing costs on labor, somebody is gonna lose their job, and I hate that. I hate that somebody has the potential to lose their job. However, from the business standpoint of view, you're gonna reduce labor where labor is costing you too much money because they're not making the money. You're not gonna reduce labor on the one that is actually feeding you right now. For me, I don't know. I I mean, not that it's Disney, but if Universal were to do this, does that make any sense to you at all?
No.
You know what I mean. It's like a Universal saying right now, okay, we're building Epic. We built Epic. Epic is a success. We don't have no problem. We don't have no problem with Epic, IOA, and Universal Studio. They're doing
Everybody's making money.
outstanding. Everybody's making money, but the hotels are not. And because the hotels are not, I am gonna cut thousands of employees from the theme parks because we gotta cut in operational costs. Whoa, time out. Why are you gonna cut on the one that giving you the money? You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't make sense. It just for me, it doesn't make sense. Um, but anyway, that came super like a bombshell last week. Then I'm imagining this news did it probably, if I'm a shareholder, I wouldn't be happy either, because then a few days after they said that Toontown reopening, the reopening of Toontown is delayed. So they switch it from March 8th to March 19th because the construction is behind. So in case you don't know where Toontown is in Disneyland, it's basically where Mickey's and Minnie Runaway is located,
Right.
which is crazy because I told Karen this thing almost looked done, but apparently, obviously, it's not. I'm assuming they're talking about,
It could be the detailing.
yeah. But if I'm a shareholder, once again, you're telling me that you're moving towards progress, and now after you announced that this was going to be the opening day,
That's part of it.
then so this why maybe part of the 700 billion $1 million cost.
Sorry, guys. I don't like to comment a lot when it comes to
So,
this part.
I don't know. If you are interested of visiting us here in Epcot, know the lineup already is full for Flower and Garden Festival, for the concert that they have. Let me show it to you really quick as well. Now this is this can change anytime. So it's completely full at this point. I would love to watch Simple Plan.
I would have to hear their song.
You heard many times.
Well, no, I know, but
Look,
not
mira,
them by them.
for the Latino,
I don't know. Luis Figueroa.
yeah. So I like Daughtry.
Audrey, yeah.
So,
I know the Audrey too.
So the Flower and Garden Festival is starting, if I'm not mistaken, on March.
Some April.
No, March.
Oh no.
March 3rd.
Oh, Melina Leon was an add-on.
I want to say, yeah, but she was here last year.
No, but she was. They said that she was an add-on.
Yeah. I want to say
We should try to go that day.
that this weekend is the last weekend for the Festival of the Arts.
Best festival ever.
And then after that, we switched to the Flower and Garden Festival, which they already started planting the flowers.
The topiaries.
Topiaries are not out yet, but the flowers, the one that go like, where the monorail is?
Yeah.
And kind of like in that lake.
The flower beds.
Yeah, the flower beds are already there. Part of it.
I mean, the flower garden, it's pretty. But I think the art festival is cooler. Like, because we like art more. Right. But the flower garden festival is pretty. Like we said before, my least favorite is food and wine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the best food, even though it's a food and wine festival. But
now, pay attention to this date. Because the scheduled reopening for Indiana Jones is the 26th
of March.
You know what's going to happen after that? Well,
I was just going to go there.
We don't have Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's true.
This is in Disneyland. So right now is down for refurbishment. Okay, this is a ride, by the way, which is one of the best rides in Disneyland. But right now it's under refurbishment, and it's scheduled to reopen on March 26th. So guess what's gonna happen after that?
What?
I can guarantee you we're gonna hear about Splash Mountain closing.
Yeah.
Because they gotta keep this open. This is one of the most popular rides.
They need something else
in order to shut down Splash Mountain in Disneyland. So
I'm pretty sure they didn't want to do both at the same time.
Well, so here's a little bit of speculation that I've been reading. I recently, as you can see, started getting into Twitter. As a matter of fact, if you go to our Twitter account, we got maybe like 6-8 followers, some crap like that. And I recently started digging, learning about Twitter and following bloggers, theme park bloggers and all that. And it's amazing the amount of information that you can find out. There's a huge speculation going on. Huge. In regards to the Disneyland Splash Mountain. So, according to multiple sources, nothing confirmed yet, the president of Disneyland did not want Splash Mountain shut down. He's actually against
shutting it down.
Tiana's Bayou going.
Oh, wow.
He's against it. He says Splash Mountain is part of the culture of Disneyland. People like it, especially when Splash Mountain shut down over here, and people were making those lines for 4 hours, and it shows that people that still love Splash Mountain, and they were disappointed to see it go, and that was the last thing that he needed. So of course, according to the rumors, he confronted Bob Iger, which he has told Chapek. He kind of convinced Chapek kind of to slow down the closure of over there and close hours first, because here Jeff Val was okay with it, but over there he wasn't. So strategically speaking, the whole shutting down of Splash Mountain here first, it was done on purpose, because he wanted to see how people will react. Iger wants Tiana's Bayou. That's what he wants. So now according to the speculation, they're not seeing eye to eye.
Well, I don't see why they can't keep Splash Mountain over there and do Tiana's Bayou over here. You know what I mean? Like,
Should have been backwards.
I really don't think, and it's just the way the park is built over there. I don't get the point of putting Tiana's Bayou all the way where it would be, and have New Orleans Square on the other side. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make, it doesn't
Yeah,
flow.
but at least you have a New Orleans square. Like right now.
Right, that would make more sense.
Yeah,
Not that I
right
want
now-
this to happen, but it would make more sense for Pirates of the Caribbean over there to shut down, and then put Tiana's Bayou there.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, but you still have a New Orleans square.
right?
What do we have over here?
Well, nothing yet.
So, I mean,
It's coming.
they needed to cut $700 million from capital expenses. That was the way to go.
Right.
They should have kept Splash Mountain over here the way that it was because it fits the theming, and then change Tiana over there because you have
Well, both parks, it doesn't make sense where it's going, but
well, over there it doesn't make sense because you have Splash Mountain farther out.
right.
However, you have a New Orleans Square.
Right. Well, I still believe in New Orleans Square is coming this way, or something New Orleans. That whole section needs to get rethemed,
Well, yeah, now it does.
and
So
then
that's what I mean.
and then Big Thunder Mountain would make no sense either.
Exactly. So it wouldn't make more sense over there because yes, you do have Splash Mountain farther. Okay, so you, for those who haven't been in Disneyland, you have New Orleans Square over here. So you got Pirates first, New Orleans Square, and that it fits the theme perfectly, right? After that, you have Haunted Mansion, and after Haunted Mansion, then you see the drop of Splash Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain. So you guys have an idea. This is a lineup over here that I just mentioned. Is down over here. It's way away from it. It does make more sense to do a Princess Tiana Bayou
Over there.
retheme over there than over here, because now they're gonna be stuck with like, okay, we got a Princess Tiana in the middle of a country world or like critter world, like, you know, something that it triggers cowboys and cowgirls. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense at all over here. I would have kept that the original over here, and we go back to giving theme parks something original to keep people visiting. But Princess Tiana's Bayou make a hell lot more sense on Disneyland than it makes over here. So rumor has it that these two idiots don't look eye to eye.
Stop calling people idiots.
They are idiots right now. They're idiots because they're like they're going with their flow to make investor happy and not what people want. Because clearly people don't want Splash Mountain to go away. It was, I mean, we were there.
Right.
We saw people crying. Not only cast member, we saw people crying.
Right.
We saw people crying as they were dropping. And then we went to look at pictures. We saw people crying. I give it to the president of, if it's true, I give it to the president on Disneyland. The fan base is super strong for Splash Mountain.
Right.
It is super, super strong. And all you have to do is just like look at whatever groups, and you're gonna see the amount of people who are upset about Splash Mountain closing down. So he does have a point. However, he needs to switch it because in theming wise, it doesn't make sense.
No.
It doesn't make sense. It makes more sense over there because they have New Orleans Square, like you
They're
said.
not gonna switch it now.
So now what they have to
Our
do,
splashes are all done.
but now what they have to do over here, then they have to add something that it represents New Orleans or something like that, because They had to theme it.
The whole
Which-
section's gonna get everything.
Oh yeah. It
So
would
then
get
now,
everything.
now Big Thunder will make no sense over there.
You could say goodbye to Pecos and,
Oh, yeah.
and Tortuga.
Tortuga maybe not, but Pecos definitely, because Tortuga is right in front of Pirates of the Caribbean. So but that makes sense.
Exactly. So once again, in Disneyland, you have Paris and you have New Orleans.
Yeah, but I don't
Port.
think they're gonna make that big of a.
Why-
I think they're gonna make that stand. They need to
but why-
retheme that
But
stand.
why wouldn't they?
I mean, they
I
can.
would do the whole thing. I would do like a New Orleans Square in that whole section from Pecos all the way down. It
Yeah.
does make more sense.
Well, start from Tortuga then.
But now with that 700 million cut, that ain't gonna make nothing.
I mean, it'll come eventually. No comment.
All right, this is good news for those that love Hollywood Tower of Terror. So
Me.
they finally went into a full capacity. So what was happening is that they were doing refurbishment on one elevator, one section, and then leaving the other one open. The lines now since the summer they have been astronomical. I mean, for those that are part of our live stream, you will see that every time that we look at it, it's like
Insane.
90 minutes, 100 something minutes, and it is because they have one section closed. So now that it's completed on refurbishment, now we're hoping that damn line moves faster. Oh, look at how this thing works. It's pretty cool. I gotta show you guys this. Hold on. Apparently somebody did like a sketch, a drawing of how this works, a diagram. So there are 4 initial elevator shafts, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, that feed into 2 drop shafts. Look at this. That is pretty interesting, right?
I love that ride.
So from February 6th through June 25th, the
Mary.
Echo Drop shaft was under maintenance, leading to Alpha and Bravo being closed and the attraction operating half capacity. As expected, wait times roughly doubled during the maintenance. All
Yeah.
4 lift elevators and both drop shafts reopened on June 26, 2022. Then on November 7, Disney closed Foxtrot drop shaft, and the Charlie and Delta elevators could not be used. Once again, wait times double. So now, as of the 9th, the Tower Terror attraction returning to full capacity. That is just amazing. That's great news. That means that if you're watching the live stream and the times are a little bit lower, Karen may be able to take you.
Oh, that should be fun. What?
Karen, if you guys picture that, Karen taking you live on Hollywood Tower of Terror, man, and I notice that I said Karen and the kids. I'm not.
I'll wait for Mary to go with me on
So-
one of the lives.
On another news, I told you about this, but excuse me, you never answered me.
I've been busy today,
So
sir.
Roundup Rodeo barbecue reservations open on February 21st. Roundup Rodeo is the restaurant that is been like Tron. The
The restaurant that should open with
that
them.
Disney has been promising now since before the pandemic.
That was part of the.
And they said at one point that it was gonna open sometime in spring of 2022. And here we are almost on spring of 2023, and it has not been open. But now they said officially it's open on February. The reservations will open on February 21st.
You said put on the calendar.
The restaurant will open to the public on March 23rd, 2023. So they actually announced that today. And the Imagineers actually show a little bit of the restaurant, Karen. The behind the scenes. So check this out. It was pretty cool, you know. Theming. Typical Disney, they do an outstanding job
I got to see some things when I used to work back here.
when it comes to theming.
Not a lot, but.
Oh.
Ooh.
So here's some behind the scenes. That's pretty cool. And this is gonna be the family style restaurant. So we're gonna try and see if we could find reservations. But the problem when they do restaurants and theme park, as you can relate to it, is um, Karen finding availability to be able to go to that park.
You'll get blocked.
Yeah, you will be get blocked.
Yeah.
Right now, right now, cast members are blocked from going to Magic Kingdom.
Except Wednesday.
Why are they blocked from going to Magic Kingdom is beyond me.
Tron.
Because of Tron. So what? In order for you to go to Tron, it's an act to Congress. Because
I'm not gonna.
you will see it. You have to go and do a check-in. And once you arrive to TTC, you do a check-in. Then once you arrive to the ticket, then you don't use your
Main gate.
your main gate.
No.
They let you got special
Right.
lines that they let you in with your guests. Then they tell you right over there, you gotta go next to Space Mountain. They have a block. You arrive over there. You gotta show your wristbands. Then they let you in, and they tell you you're still gonna use your main gate. Okay. I'm thinking to myself, we're already in the park. What the hell do we need to use the main gate for?
So they
you
can
gotta
track.
you gotta use the main gate to go to the right. So as you make the line to go to the right, and they ask you how many, the first interaction you have with cast member, how many people are in your party? Oh, three, four. Okay, can I get your main gate? That's when they scan you.
They're probably scanning it to see how many people you can actually bring in
Correct.
and to track.
But remember, you did a checking. So when you do the
But
checking,
did they check your ID?
Yes.
Your main gate?
when you do the checking on TTC, you gotta give your ID. So you gotta show your reservation email. Then you do the check. You give them your main gate. Then they tell you how many guests. They scan it, and then they send you to a line of cast member. They give you wristbands. Then you make it to the ticket. They say, okay, you anybody who has a wristband, go through the last two lines. They don't have, okay, show me your wristband. You go in. And over there they tell you, you go next to Space Mountain. Space Mountain tell you, let me see your wristband. You show your wristband. Okay, guys, come in, have fun. Then you're making the line. Before you enter the building, they ask you, can I see your main gate? Sure. How many people are with you? Okay, show me your wristband. Okay, you may go in. I told your mom, like, is this being run by Congress now? What the heck? So why our cast member block is beyond me. I don't know. That amount of, I don't know. All right. Ezekiel.
Wow. He
I'm
just butchered.
sorry.
He butchered
I'm
that.
sorry. I was trying to write it. I'll do it on Spanish. Ezekiel. Hola, Boricua desde Atlanta. Love your videos. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thanks
you,
for
brother.
joining us.
Thank you for joining us and watching and supporting. That sounds like too much down work. I'll go to Epcot for God. Exactly. It is just like it's stupidity beyond. But I don't mind the stupidity that they're pulling. Okay, that's point taken, right? What I don't understand is like if you had that act to Congress to go into the ride, why are you blocking cast members? It's not like they can sneak in. You know, you know what I mean?
Right.
You need the wristband to go in. You need the wristband to enter to the Tron area, and on top of that, you need the main gate plus the wristband in order to go inside the ride. They ain't gonna sneak in. The attendance is low right now in Magic Kingdom. Why are you blocking them?
Just for fun.
Just for fun. You see, that's when you get one idiot talking to the other idiot, making stupid decisions. Okay, today it was announced that Tron is gonna have their annual pass holder preview opening on February 16th. So if you are an annual pass holder, they told us in that email to watch out for the email that is coming on February 16th. They're warning you, so that way the same issue that happened in Cosmic Rewind
Right.
doesn't happen. So they're like,
FYI, it's coming.
FYI, it's coming. February 16th. Keep an eye on it. And I was like, okay, thank you. I've been blessed. I'm gonna allow somebody my spot. I'm not gonna even fight to try to get somebody can get my spot. That's how much I enjoy the ride. Also, D23 announced today. That was pretty cool. You know, typical D23, which I mean, it has a lot of perks to be a D23 member, and you could be a D23 member for $129 a year. But if you want to wait for Black Friday or the holidays, they give you like $20 off. So it's cheaper. And then you could be a D23 Gold member, and they give you a magazine every quarter. They give you like last year they gave us the box with the different pins.
Yes,
So,
that's really pretty.
So this year, I think they sent me the shipment verification. They're sending me the 100-year statue, Mickey statue.
No way.
Yeah, the same one. Remember that one that it was in front of the Anaheim Convention Center that everybody took pictures?
Yeah.
That one, that the artist created in a smaller version, and that's why they're sending the D23 Gold members.
Oh, we're cutting all this stuff.
But that D23 has nothing to do with Disney. So D23 is basically the organization of all the Disney fans, and that's basically what it is. But you get cool perks. So here's
that should be kind of cool.
So they're gonna have their own preview.
So you could go again.
Hell no, because as a gold member, I gotta pay $50 plus $7 processing fee to go. That one goes on sale on February 17th, but I think
15th.
It's 15th. But I think it's on March. Their D23, March 18th. So they're gonna have
just be getting home.
They're gonna have a preview just for D23 Gold members on Saturday, March 18th. And they're gonna give
You're gonna get refreshments.
Yeah, you get a light refreshment, and you get a commemorative keepsake from the grid, which is cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
I'm telling
that's
you,
where the $50 is going.
Right. It's not a bad perk because okay, how much does it cost you to go to Magic Kingdom, for example?
A lot.
130 some bucks, right? But okay, you gotta pay 50 something bucks, and then it says check-in opens and TTC from 5 to 7. And then they allow you, and then they're gonna do it at night. Now that I could tell you,
that'd be cool.
Tron during the nighttime is the best. I have seen video, and I mean we've been there where we see.
We might get it on Sunday though.
From distance. What time is it?
Mine's like at 5 to 6 or something like that. So we might get it.
So riding on Tron during the nighttime, it is the best. I mean, it's so cool. So that definitely. If you're a D23 member, it has really good perks. So they announced that today, and they did it for Guardian of the Galaxy, remember? And the tickets got sold out like that. So, and if you were wondering, let me show you, because at nighttime it just looks so freaking cool.
But that is a ride that
look at that picture at nighttime.
That's a ride that you think they would have made the entire thing inside so they could keep it dark.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The majority is inside.
All of it.
Yeah. Where are the kids? Are the kids available? Let's call the kid.
Let's call them.
Well, I want to ask the kids because I want to be fair. I mean, you guys been hearing me say about
babble the whole night. About idiots and
no. I mean about Tron. I don't want you guys to think, okay, he's the only one that have done it. No, the kids did it with me. A video of their review is coming on Wednesday. So I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask them specific questions so that way you get their
I'm going.
feeling. What's that?
Hey.
Come over here, Kyla, please.
Where's your brother?
Sleeping.
Kyla sleeping.
Your
Okay.
shirt's backwards. Yeah.
I just put it on.
It's
So-
okay.
So you could.
Sorry.
That's Kyla's at her best. Kyla, let's talk about Tron.
Okay.
Is Tron a ride that you think everybody needs to do?
No.
But they should do at least once.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel that Tron is a ride that will make people say, I need to go to Magic Kingdom?
No.
Why not?
Do you feel that Tron is the best ride in property?
In my opinion, no.
Do you feel,
Okay.
are you coming to?
She's putting her 2 cents in here.
Do you
I feel,
do
mommy.
you feel like people should spend money buying Lightning Lane to go to Tron? So Lightning Lane is to skip lines and to ensure that you go to Tron.
I want to say yes. The only reason I want to say yes because if it was like a 3-hour ride, 3-hour wait, and you're just like you waited 3 hours and you get there and it's like that. Sure, you kind of like, why did I wait the 3 hours? I could have bought Express and just did half of that.
So maybe do it if they're gonna buy Lightning Lane. Maybe do it once
Yeah.
and then that's it.
I mean, yeah, if they like it or not, if they're willing to do it again.
But for you, was it a fun ride or?
I predicted it that it was gonna be really
You're
fun.
not going to talk loud?
I predicted it because I knew it was gonna be really fun, but it was gonna be really short. That's the only thing that I don't like. It's like
So it's fun, but it was short.
it's like Space Mountain but faster. But like I like Space Mountain better because it's longer. I get to enjoy it more. I get to like the wait. Like I don't get mad if I have to wait an hour wait to go to Space Mountain. I would get mad if I would have to wait an hour for 45 seconds of it going pew.
So would you wait? Okay, so would you wait 45 minutes
For what?
for Tron?
No.
Would you wait half an hour?
Pushing it.
Yeah, you're pushing it. Yeah, I would wait a half an hour.
Half an hour, in your opinion, should be the most that you will wait for Tron. After you've done it once, of course.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, but if that's half an hour and Haunted Mansion is like 10 or 20, would you still wait in Tron?
No,
Or you will
running.
stay-
I'm running. Kidding me?
All right.
I'm running.
So you rode the regular seating. What happened with your regular seating?
The first time I don't know. The first time I like hurt my
Your ribs, you said?
ribs. I hurt my ribs because I think I was putting too much pressure in the seat because I didn't. Well, this was my first time riding the roller coaster, so I didn't know how to like comfortably position myself. And the speed it took off, I think I put too much pressure on my
On the handles?
yeah.
And then the second time?
Same time, I think I pushed the handles too tight on accident and it locked itself and it stayed on my back and it hurt my back. When I exited, I was like,
You need a chiropractor after that?
yeah,
So who was more comfortable, you or Daddy?
you.
I looked like I was chilling, right?
Yeah. I looked back and he was like, and I'm
I'm
like,
like, yeah!
and I'm like,
I was like just sitting like this, with a bunch of space, right, Kyla?
yeah. I mean, it feels and looks cooler when you're on the bike, but like the hurt you get after is definitely not worth it.
Well, you got hurt. Khalil didn't.
No, I think I just put too much pressure.
Yeah, Khalil.
I typically put
Hold on, guys.
too much pressure.
Yeah, Khalil said that he didn't get hurt. So it could be what Kyla said because she didn't know. She ended up putting too much pressure on her.
That would be me.
And again, uh, everybody reacts differently. So
So Mary said,
Mary said you can
He's saying
say
no.
no to Haunted Mansion too. Mary's just a party pooper.
Wow, whatever.
unless you're going with me, Mary.
So overall, Tron for you, is it gonna be one of the maybe top 3 rides or top 5 rides of Magic Kingdom now? Eventually, one, because right now everybody's gonna go to experiencing. I mean, that's normal, you know. They want they gotta experience it. But let's say 2 3 years down the road, do you think the Tron is gonna be maybe like the top 3 rides in Magic Kingdom?
I don't. I don't think it's gonna knock down Seven Dwarfs.
Which is so. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Okay.
Ooh,
Be honest.
The hype for what's his what's it called? Doors.
the Seven
The
Dwarfs.
Seven Dwarfs is like non-existent. Like I don't find any interest in that. So when Dad asked me in the video, so is this better than Doors? Anything's better than Doors. Okay, anything in my opinion is better than
Okay.
Doors. I personally don't like it. If you like it, that's your opinion. But personally, I do not like it. If it's like Dwarves on, oh my god, Seven
Dwarf.
Dwarves or Tron, I would pick Tron
Okay.
because it's just more
So you
fun.
think that it will be still like maybe top 3? It will not be top, but it will be within the top 3 in Magic Kingdom.
Man, if it was a little bit longer, it could have been up there. It could be
Now-
like number 1, maybe, but like
Now keep in mind that they've been having Tron under construction now for 4 or 5 years, with the anticipation that now it was gonna be the ride that was gonna possibly put Disney in the best category, knowing everything that is coming to Epic Universe.
all I'm saying is Disney, I want you to open a park with all the villains because when Universal opens their park here, you're gonna be done. You're gonna be 2. You've never been 2. You've been 1. So you're just gonna. The first time in history, you'll be second.
With
Love all the sound effects.
Second place. You know what that means? First loser. Okay, sorry. sorry.
all right, you may go now.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, guys.
Can you tell who she takes after?
Good night. Let's go. We're getting in trouble.
Disney villains part for the win. That's what Daniel said. Anyway, you heard it from Kyla.
Bye, guys. Have a good night. Love you guys.
So you heard it from Kyla. She rode the regular vehicle. She didn't even know that I was gonna call her in.
She was definitely not ready.
She,
When her
you
shirt
can
was.
tell when her shirt is up backwards, you know that she wasn't ready.
She was stretching. Were you stretching?
Were you stretching now? But when her shirt was backward, you can tell that she was not.
She's like, oh.
She didn't know I was gonna call her. So you heard it for her honest opinion. On Wednesday, I'm gonna release another video where I capture more of the kids' experiences, including a video that Kalel took from.
Oh, I still haven't seen that.
From the
Yeah.
GoPro. Hey, you can see it. But it's kind of cool because like the video that I put on mine is a video that I shouldn't taken but I wanted to basically show you the view if you're sitting down. The video that I'm gonna use on Wednesday is the video, the footage that you're gonna see somebody leaning forward. You're not gonna see Kalel's face, but you're gonna see if you were forward. You may see, and when it takes up, you may see the camera go like this because it was so powerful that Kalel had to put it down. But you're gonna get to see that. You're gonna get to. We're gonna show you basically where the ride is located, how to get there. Give you the typical Cool Case Adventure explanation, informative video, and you're gonna hear from both of the kids their opinion, their true, honest opinion, which Kalel's is similar. But because you were with us on the live stream, why not? Why not give you that spoiler alert? You heard it from Kyla. The hype is gonna die there, as a wish from Disney. I'm telling you, it's gonna die there. So anyway, lots of cool stuff today. Lots of info. What are you looking at me like that? So stay tuned
We
for.
should have we should have had one of those counters that's to count how many times you said idiots today.
Oh, when I get mad, I call her.
So next time we'll have a tally of idiots.
I'm calling them what they are.
All right. Anyway,
I'm sorry to call the the less intellectual individuals idiots.
there you go.
I am sorry. So we great things happening
Yes.
in theme parks. You know, I'm
Exciting things.
I'm excited.
I'm excited about Epic. Like I really
I'm
am.
actually well. Even though that's in the future, I'm excited more about this week with Super Nintendo. I hope they make a big announcement.
I hope so.
Something that they actually say, hey, this is
This is
what's
coming for Epic.
Orlando, or exactly, or this is what. Who knows? They may want to expand in Universal Hollywood.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That will be super cool. So I can hopefully they make some kind of announcement that is gonna shake things up big time. So anyway, guys, we are going. Wait, yeah, 2 hours, over 2 hours. Thank you for joining us. Wednesday night, we're gonna be live from Magic Kingdom because that's the only day the cast member are allowed to go in without going through the. Well, they're still gonna go through the Act to Congress because.
Well, there are. Yeah,
they
we
are,
won't.
not. But Wednesday night, we're gonna be live streaming from Magic Kingdom, so stay tuned because it's gonna be a fun night. Hopefully, we'll be able to do some rides and hang out with her. But we're gonna see you Wednesday night. And Wednesday in the morning, I post the next video as well. So thank you so much. We love you guys. Hope to see you soon.
Have a good night, guys.
And have a great week too. Bye bye.